So, on this date in 1964, the song from the Elvis Presley film, which was also sung by Elvis Presley, Viva Las Vegas, was released. And I love that song. The movie's okay, but I really do like that song. However, it's not my favorite version of the song. And instead of that one, what I've put on is one by Shawn Colville. Her version appeared in The Big Lebowski. And then also in Twin Peaks, The Return, the extra violent version of Twin Peaks. And so I stuck on that album there. I've even got the t-shirt from when I went up to that neck of the woods to go and look at the Twin Peaks landscape where they filmed it. It's fantastic, up by Snoqualmie, really love it. But back to Viva Las Vegas. And I looked into what Elvis Presley might have drunk, and it turns out he was much more of a fan of food than drinking. His dad, I read this article by his dad that said, it was an interview with his dad where he said, he liked it. He had a couple of beers, occasionally wasn't really wild. He obviously, as we know, likes food quite a lot. He really liked Southern comfort food. But his dad did also say in that interview that he once discovered a bottle of peach brandy, and he liked it so much he got very drunk on it apparently. He almost killed himself when he said it, or something like that. I don't know if he said those words because it was soon after Elvis's death. But so I thought, oh, why don't I make a cocktail with that? And how can I make it kind of interesting? So I want to take in the peach brandy plus something sort of Las Vegas-y, and also get that idea of something food-like. And so I struggled a bit, but in the end I came up with something that I think is really quite interesting, and we're going to go for it right now. I think it captures all of those elements, and so therefore I give to you the Viva Las Vegas cocktail. It is of course peach brandy one. I am using Christian Brothers peach brandy. It's sweet and fragrant stuff. So yeah, if it's good enough for Elvis, it's good enough for us, right? We're going to go with 2 ounces of that poured into a mixing glass. So that's the Elvis drink there, it's the peach brandy. But I wanted something Las Vegas-y, and so I decided on Goldschläger, this cinnamon schnapps, not just any old schnapps. So you shake it up a bit for you, turn it upside down, and you can maybe see those, once the bubbles die down, the bits of gold leaf floating in there. I thought, what could be more Las Vegas than gold leaf in your drink? So that's what we're going. A little bit of a cinnamon flavor there as well. 1 ounce of that to go with the 2 ounce. Oh, I see a couple of the flakes in there. Woohoo, excellent stuff. All we need to do is give this a stir for about, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. Get it nice and chill while we listen to Shawn Colville in the background. By the way, that's very hard to find on vinyl. Very hard to find that song at all. It doesn't appear on many of the streaming services. So I'm glad I put it on vinyl back there. Anyway, that's good enough for the stirring. I'm going to strain this into our chilled cocktail glass. And I can't tell really. Oh yeah, a couple of the gold flakes came out. And then to make it the really sort of foodie element of it, I'm going to use some whipped cream in a can. I call it squirty cream. No one likes when I call it squirty cream, but look, it squirts. And we're just gonna pour some of that on top. Oh, just about had enough, that is great. And then finally, some sprinkles to make it look kind of like a dessert, really. And there we just put those on top. It kind of looks like a cupcake now as well. That is fantastic, look at that. That's quite well. Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, baby. Viva Las Vegas.